There's someone else from your career I want to ask you about because I I feel like her contribution to wrestling has been really overlooked, and that's Jacqueline Moore. Like obviously Jackie was your manager for a good long time in TNA, and I've spoken at length with my good friend Marc Mero about his pairing with Jackie in WWE and how much he enjoyed working with her.
Yeah.
Any memories you can share of working with Jackie?
Man, like Jackie to me is like what a manager should be. Like, I mean, she's tough, super. I mean, she's just fun to be around, anyways. And you never have to worry about her not being in place for her stuff. You know, like she was always there. You never, you know, with some tag teams or whatever, you're like, oh, they were off a second or whatever, and a second in the wrestling ring feels like 5 minutes. It's really weird, but it just does. But you never have to worry about her doing her stuff. And she's not afraid to get heat. You know, like she knows her job, especially as a heel manager, is to go out there and get heat. And she'll do whatever it is. And I just remember there's a match with me and Chris. It's the Texas Death Match. And Chris spears me off the ring and I go through a table on the floor. Well, if you look, the back of my head hits the concrete and it splits it wide open. And when they come back, there's blood. I mean, it's pouring out. It's like a puddle like this big. And I had no clue where I was at. I just like got up and I was just like, oh my God. And Jackie came over. She's like, Storm, you okay? I was like, keep him away from me. Like, I don't know where I am. And you see her just like take Chris away. She's like, give him a second. Like she's beating him up or whatever. And Rudy, the referee, comes over. He's like, you okay? I was like, I don't know what, you know, and I was like, what's the next spot? And so he talked to Chris. And then as soon as I got that next spot, then I was okay to go. But I had to go and get 4 staples put in the back of my head. And no one ever knew. Then I had to come back on Monday and Tuesday night to wrestle on Impact shows.
Oh, is that the worst worst injury you've had from wrestling?
Well, when I was training to wrestle, I had a compound fracture in my right shoulder here with a bone. I didn't even know the bone was out of the skin until I turned. I couldn't pick it up, and I turned to look, and the bone was sticking out. I was like, oh, I got to go to the hospital. So I was out for like an entire year with that surgery, and I was supposed to start on Memphis television, which I grew up watching. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I get to wrestle in the studio at Memphis, you know. And then they had shut it down. I was just like, it's like I really wanted to wrestle in the Memphis studio, just a studio atmosphere, because I always heard like Ricky Morton and all these guys talk about it. But luckily, like when I got to do some stuff with the NWA, they started doing stuff in a studio. And so I was talking to Ricky, and he was just like, yeah, he goes, this brings back so many memories, because we would walk out with no music or anything. You just go out to the ring, get in the ring. And it was a change, but it was really cool to be able to relive that, you know?